Thank you for joining me. I am going to make myself very comfortable and share a couple of thoughts that are uppermost on my mind today. And then we'll follow that with a meditative process. Um, as you know, it has been a tradition of sorts that I do a New Year's Day meditation every year. I have a lot of thoughts, ideas, intentions in my mind in terms of what I would like to start doing, what I would like to stop doing, what I need to continue doing, and what are the new things that plans and intentions for 2023. And I'm assuming that probably many of us here are in a similar zone, energetically in touch with what we want to do with ourselves and how we would like to uh, set in place 2023 in sync with our aspirations and our dreams. So, as I was going about this, because there is something big that is happening at my end, and all of you will know about it soon enough. Many of you already know it. I'm at the threshold of announcing a brand new venture. We're going to go through a full reinvention process, and as soon as we are ready, we will be sharing it with all of you. So there's a lot that's going on in my mind, and a lot of things that need to be tasks to be completed. And I'm speaking about myself, but also with the understanding that many of us here are probably also in the similar place in our own life. Either we are setting out on the verge of new ideas, or we are bringing to a closure some of the old ones, and we have aspirations to do a few things differently for ourselves in the coming year. So as we sit on all of this, and I've been meditating for the last few days on my own stories. And what I got in touch with is a very old idea, but very relevant and important for me, and I'm assuming for all of us, to revisit and reconnect with. An idea that also converts to a practice. And this is what I'd like to share with you. This is actually a very old idea from the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita. Many of you already know of this, and those of you who are joining from other parts of the world, I think you've heard the name, even if you don't know the text. You've heard of it. It is one of the most ancient scriptures of pure practical wisdom. So what I got in touch with is the concept of yoga with respect to how we live our everyday life. And the Gita talks about it. And actually, I thought of it, I started to work with it, and then I suddenly got directed to the text, and I read up a little bit from the text as well, which is very, very objective and commonplace and applicable for all of us. Here they talk about yoga as bringing equanimity in the Gita, the equanimity of the mind. And what I understood and what I'm in touch with is when I have, firstly, I connect to myself and connect to my own higher consciousness and acknowledge my presence on this planet as a representative of that higher consciousness. So we could connect to that higher consciousness as our own divine self, or we could connect to that higher consciousness as God, or whichever way that we are comfortable thinking about it. And I see myself as a representative of that higher consciousness on this planet. Now, in this context, my primary responsibility is to be able to arrive at a state of mind that will then make me ready to deliver whatever was meant to be delivered through me onto this planet in the service of life. So, service of all life, humankind, plant kind, animal kind, insect kind, whatever kind, every kind. So, when my mind is still and in a mode where I'm able to receive without any interference, without chaos, without the chatter, without the confusion and the distractedness of that is usually a part of my reality. Once I'm able to still that and quieten it, I will start to receive guidance. I will start to receive ideas which were meant to be received by me and which were meant to be offered to this world, to life, in service of life. So essentially, what I'm saying here is that while we are busy with our own life and the goings on of our life, in the regular sense of the term, relationships, job, profession, career, money, uh, physical health issues, whatever it is that's keeping us busy, our ultimate responsibility is to gradually get into a practice and arrive at a state of mind that becomes quiet and starts to receive from that higher intelligence, from God, from our own divine self. We start to receive guidance on why we are here on this planet and what is meant to come through us into this world. And I'm not talking about the job we do. It could be that too, but it's not just that. It's not about our everyday duties. It's not about the life that we are living on a daily basis. There is a very unique, specific reason that you have been born here. And there's a very specific agenda that is supposed to be delivered through you during your presence here on this planet. This is my understanding. Therefore, in that context, the practice of yoga, the practice of yoga of the mind, is all about quietening the mind enough. I'm not talking about silencing the mind, I'm talking about quietening the mind. Quietening the mind enough so that we are able to receive that guidance and enable it to be delivered through my presence here into the world for life. So, this is what I understand as our primary responsibility here. Now, how do we practice that? Of course, we have to have on a regular basis practices that still the mind, practices that allow us to release restless energies, nervous energies, and arrive at this place of quietude. Now, one aspect of that is what I want to highlight today, in particular. Working on the understanding that all of us might have ideas, aspirations, agendas for the coming year. All of us might be in touch with things that we want to achieve and we want to do. What might be the most equanimous attitude that we need to hold in this context at the start of the new year, when we are about to begin a whole year of living and being and doing? It is the attitude of completely surrendering the outcome without surrendering the effort. So we take full responsibility. I'm trying to adjust something. We take full responsibility and ownership for what comes through us. And right now, you don't have to worry about, is this my purpose in life? It is more about, what is it that I'm called to do right now? So we don't have to worry about, oh, is this my unique purpose? Is this the purpose of my being? Is this the purpose of my life? No, we may or may not know that right away. But we are in touch with something that we feel driven to do. We may be in touch with something that we feel compelled to invest in a direction. It could be my job, it could be my business, it could be whatever it is. Whatever we are in touch with right now, which seems to be the reason of my being, or which seems to be the area where I want to focus and invest all my energies in. Whatever it is that we are in touch with, the appropriate attitude towards that is taking full ownership of the effort, full ownership of all that needs to be done as actions, and completely surrendering the outcome. We may have all heard it at some point or the other. We may be aware of this as a philosophy, as an idea. But as I'm speaking to you today, I want you to reflect on what might that be that is in your life right now, over which you're trying to control the outcome. I'm doing this so that I can have that. I'm doing inner work so that I can have peace. I'm doing inner work. I'm saying inner work because many of us in this group are engaged in different kinds of processes of self-work. So I'm doing self-work so that I might become peaceful. Even that is an aspiration of an outcome. And to that extent, it colors the honesty and the sincerity with which you're doing that inner work. So I'm starting with something very basic like this. I'm doing all this work. I'm being generous. I'm being kind. I'm being whatever it is that I'm being, so that through that or because of that, I will get ABC, peace of mind, uh, whatever it is that we think we are going to get in return. I want you to, as I'm talking to you, I want you to connect to whatever is your truth, whatever comes to your mind that you're in touch with right now, which you perceive as an outcome of your effort, or which you are holding in your mind, even at an aspirational level, as an outcome of your effort. And what I am offering to you today is to reflect on the extent to which the outcome is driving your actions. And the anxiety, the fear that starts to come up in you, that makes you want to control the outcome. The minute that we start to control the outcome, the moment that we start to worry about how is it going to turn out, we lose touch with what is coming through us. Because then it becomes about our fear taking over the process rather than life flowing through us harmoniously in a way that will always serve the best outcome. It might be my personal desire. That's what I'm in touch with today. That's the level at which I recognize what is the direction in which I want to move forward. The next job, the next opportunity that I'm looking forward to, or the actions that I'm engaging in right now, there may be an aspiration. And I'm not talking about the aspiration that motivates you, but the outcome. And I want you to clearly understand the difference between aspiration and outcome. I may have been called to hold this meditation this morning, and I may have been called to do this with the aspiration that like minded people are able to come together and we are able to create a meditative environment, and we are able to spend a few minutes of contemplation and reflection. And I may want that 100 people are on this call aspirationally. So, what is my effort? I make sure that the message is out. I make sure that as many people as possible have received intimation about this. But my success is not determined by the number of people who show up. So this very profound, timeless, ancient message from the Gita: do what you need to do and forego the attachment to the outcome, I think is very relevant in today's times, because so many of us, our lives are driven by the need to have a specific outcome. In my job, whether it's corporate job, it's your personal business, it's self-work, it is healing, it is coaching, it does not matter what we are doing. If there's an attachment to how it should turn out eventually, what the outcome should be like, we are interfering in our own success. And we are interfering in successful transmission of that service to the world. That we seem to have the potential to allow it to flow through us, but we are interfering in the effectiveness of how it reaches. Because our fears, our need to make it flow in a certain direction is the one thing that's going to disrupt this flow. So there are two aspects to it, and I want to highlight both. I've already said it. You take 100% responsibility for the effort, which means laziness is not an excuse. Procrastination is not an excuse. Lethargy is not an excuse. When you know that there is a certain vision and you're working towards that vision, or that vision is driving you to do what you do, then you take full responsibility for all the actions that come through you, that need to come through you. You take 100% responsibility for the effort, and you surrender the outcome, saying this was a vision. Not literally, but the essence of it is the vision has come through me, I've heard that voice, and I have made the effort in that direction. Now the outcome is not for me to control. I know it is easier said than done. And I'm suggesting this, I'm offering this as a practice for 2023. So we start off today with this understanding and with this intention. But we make this our everyday practice for 2023. 100% responsibility for my actions. Complete surrender to the divine with regard to the outcome. So, added to this, I want to also talk about one other concept, which is going to be the key area of thrust in my work. It has already been a big part of my work, but I'm intending to focus on it in 2023, and I would like to share that with you. I would like to, yet again, because I think many of you have been part of my work at different levels, but I would like to bring to your attention, to your awareness, at the start of 2023, our resource, our primary resource, our biggest resource in our life here is the blessings of our ancestors. Many of you have been a part of my transgenerational healing workshop, and you may be familiar with this idea. I am bringing it up again very specifically because this is the other aspect that I would like you to include as a part of your everyday practice. I invite you, I offer to you this as an everyday practice. There are only two sources of prana, of life force energy for every one of us here. Two sources of energy, life force energy, that supports everything that we do from the moment that we are born till the moment we die and even after. Two sources of energies that reach us to support us. One is from God or the divine, whatever each one's personal understanding and relationship may be with that idea. We draw a big portion of our strength, support, and guidance from the divine. And that source provides for us specifically in the area of how we take our life forward. What is the direction we give to our life? What are the areas that we choose to focus on as we live our everyday life? So that guidance and support comes from the divine. But to make it happen, to give us the energy to actually manifest those ideas, to make it happen, the energy comes from the ancestors, all our ancestors. And this is the second aspect that I would like to offer to you to be included in your everyday practice. Whatever your personal practice is, please make it a habit to not only connect to God and draw our support and strength from there, but every single day, without exception, for the rest of your life, please connect to your ancestors, starting with your parents and everyone before that. There are millions of them. And all you need to do is to seek their blessings for the vision that you are holding for yourself, for your life. Trust that the moment you hold that intention and the moment you seek their blessings, the energy will come rushing to you. The kind of energy that is going to make you successful in your life. So I will now give you a moment, take a moment to reflect on what might be the areas where you're trying to control the outcome. The areas of your life that are important for you, that you are already making the required investment, you're already taking the required actions, but you might be also trying to control the outcome. So take a moment to reflect on that. What might be those areas? You may choose to focus on any one of them, or choose to focus on more than one areas that come to your mind. We'll work on that through the meditation, through the guided meditation. And at the end of it, we will include blessings of the divine and the ancestors. So take a moment to pick on what it is that you would like to focus on. And after that, please sit down in a comfortable posture and let's do a short process. Let us begin by sitting comfortably. If needed, please keep a glass of water next to you in case your process is interrupted by any throat irritation. Throat irritation tends to happen when you start to focus and breathe. Once you're comfortably seated, please take your attention to your breath with your eyes closed. Normal, regular breathing. Take your attention to either your nostrils, your chest, or your abdomen. Wherever you are able to observe your body breathing. Allow all distractions from around you to slowly fade out of focus and bring your full presence to your breath. I'll take you through a simple process of creative visualization. Connect to whatever comes to your mind spontaneously in this moment as the source of your breath. It could be pure light or any other form or symbol that comes to your mind as the source of your breath. Visualize or imagine, you may even feel every breath emanating from that source and reaching you as you inhale. Fix your focus on that source and experience the breath emanating from that source every time you inhale. The source of life force energy. The eternal source. The infinite source. And when you connect to the source consciously while you breathe, would experience the energy. Imagine it, visualize it. Every time you inhale, there's a gush of this energy flowing towards you. A gush of energy and light. At this moment, allow everything else to fade out of your awareness. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. There is just you and the divine universal consciousness flowing through you as your breath. With this divine presence flowing through you as your strength, as your power, let us begin by dropping off, letting go any residues from 2022 that are not in your best interest. Old stories, old grudges, resentment. Valid experiences of disappointment, grief, loss. As this life force energy flows through you, take your attention to the exhale. And with every exhale, let go of the past. Let go of burdens of pain, sorrow, grief. Blame, resentment. Let go with complete awareness and acknowledgement that it does not serve you to carry it any further. You, as an instrument of your own divine self that is present on earth in this human form, needs to be cleansed and maintained so that the divine intelligence may find it comfortable and effortless to work through you on the planet. Our human form is the instrument through which the divine operates in this world. So let us go through this personal cleansing process with this understanding. It is my responsibility to keep this human form free of baggage, free of toxic content, so that the best may flow through me. With every exhale, I let go of all that needs to be. I unconditionally let go of all that needs to be. Bring to your mind any specific stories, any specific residues that need to be released. At the same time, hold the intention that all that I'm holding, even at the unconscious level, I'm letting it go. Stay with this intention. Experience the residues flowing out of you as you exhale, flowing out through your exhale, flowing out energetically through the base of your spine, through the soles of your feet. Visualize, imagine, maybe experience the light flowing into every nook and corner of your body as the body is getting cleansed. I am letting go with an attitude of surrender. I'm surrendering those stories that don't seem finished yet. I'm surrendering the grudges and complaints that don't seem to have been addressed or resolved. I'm surrendering the unfinished business with others in my reality, in my context, with the trust that they will find resolution in due time. I'm surrendering the outcome. I'm surrendering my need to be in charge of that outcome. I'm bringing a closure to all those stories, to all those unfinished businesses in myself. I'm bringing a closure to it in myself, and I surrender the outcome to the divine. I free myself and create space in my being, in my mind, to be able to receive whatever needs to flow through me in the coming year, starting today. I invite you to now connect to whatever is on the top of your mind as the vision, as the dream, as the aspiration for 2023. Today, in this moment, visualize it as vividly as you can. As beautiful, as magnificent, as successful as you would like it to be. There may be one big dream, there may be several such dreams. Take your time right now to visualize it and imagine it to the fullest. The grandest vision that you can have of this dream. Visualize it with as much detail as you can. Experience your whole body come alive. Experience the energy surging through you as you look at this possibility. As you look upon it, bring to your mind what you will need to do, how you will need to be. The effort, the time that you will need to commit to. What are you willing to do to make this dream your reality? Without turning away, look at the fears that might come up in your mind, the doubts, the anxieties. Whatever comes to your mind as a commitment that you are willing to make in this direction, get in touch with that with as much honesty as you can. What is it that I am honestly willing to commit to? What are those actions that I take full responsibility for? What is the effort I'm willing to make to overcome inaction? This is a script that you are writing for yourself, between you and yourself. Make it as honest a script as possible. This is a conversation between you and your own divine self, a conversation between you and that universal consciousness. When you feel complete, package the entire vision, make a bundle of it, put it in a box, whatever way that comes to you spontaneously, and hand this over to the divine. Hand it over to God. Send it back into the light. The outcome is what will be returned to you from that source. The effort is what you will be making through your life. Hand over the need to control the outcome. Surrender the anxiety that makes you want to control it. Surrender the doubts and fears that makes you want to control the outcome. Pick up and prepare yourself to make the effort. Diligently, consistently. Stay in touch with the fears that might come up at the thought of not being able to control the outcome. Stay with those fears and surrender the fear even as it comes up. Breathe it out. Inhale light, breathe out the fear. Inhale light, breathe out the anxiety. Inhale strength to stay with your commitments. Breathe out any need for control of the outcome. Stay with this process of inhale and exhale, conscious inhale and exhale. Until your mind and body are in a state of rest. May every inhale bring you guidance for what you need to do. May every inhale bring you direction, strength, and support for the actions that you need to take. May the best possible outcome manifest in your reality in due course of time. I now invite you to visualize or imagine, maybe even experience the innumerable ancestors standing with you, behind you. See yourself as the child of all of these ancestors. And seek their blessings. Let go of stories about them, starting with your parents, your grandparents. It is not your business. Drop all ideas and thoughts that might interfere in accepting their blessings. In your mind, address all your ancestors. The innumerable thousands of ancestors who have lived before you and because of whom you are here today. Because of all those thousands of people who met each other and lived their lives together, you are here today. With an attitude of reverence and respect, Leave with them what belongs to them, their life stories, and seek their blessings. Bless me so that I might live my life to the fullest. With your support, visualize yourself as the point of intersection of two tremendous forces of energy, one from the universal consciousness and the other stream from the ancestors who have lived before you. And see yourself as the meeting point of these two energies. Determined to create for yourself, and in doing that, be a channel through which these energies flow into all of life. Take your time. When you feel ready, you feel complete, bring your awareness back to where you are. Bring your awareness to your breath, normal, regular breath. Acknowledge the breath as the channel through which these energies will continue to flow through you. The energies from the divine universal consciousness, the energies from your ancestors will continue to flow through you as your breath. When you feel complete, you may open your eyes. Wishing you all a very successful 2023.